Morning, Chicago. My name is Kyle Adams. I'm here with the Broadway national tour of Les Misérables, performing here at the Cadillac Palace Theater until Sunday, March 5th. Just popping by to let you know I'm going to be taking over this here Instagram account for Broadway in Chicago all day long today. And good news for you, we've got a double header, 2 shows, 2 Les Mises here in Chicago, Illinois on a Saturday. Like I said, my name's Kyle. I play Grantaire in the show. I'm in the ensemble. I also understudy the role of Thénardier, played by a very famous Chicago actor. His name is not coming to me right now. I'm blanking, but he's really good. I'll try to tag his name here if I can remember, but he works a lot. Anyway, I was born and raised in Rockford, Illinois, not too far from here. I went to school there as well, and moved to Chicago and was based here for several years until that little pandoodle shut things down. But here I am, full circle, back, and it's very surreal to be here performing on stage at the Cadillac Palace, where I grew up watching and being inspired by so many shows over the years that really kind of shaped the decision to do what I'm doing now, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna try to give you some behind the scenes content all day long, some backstage stuff. If there's anything you're specifically interested in knowing about the life of a touring actor, go ahead and respond to any of these stories and I'll be able to get back to you. I think between the 2 shows today, we're gonna do a little Q&A function as well. So it should be an exciting day if you want to ride along with me here at Broadway in Chicago. Besides that, we're going to get the day started. We've got our lovely little coffee here, courtesy of the hotel lobby. We've got our ginger love juice. This is the thing I like to start my days off with. It's got ginger, pineapple, water, lemon, cayenne. Really good stuff. We're going to maybe do a little stretch. Warm the voice up, really annoy my lovely hotel neighbors here with some loud singing. And then, we're heading to work. And I will catch up with you all very soon. Yeah! All right, Broadway in Chicago. Happy Saturday. Happy Tout-Doche. There she is. The big truck with the face on it. That means we come to the right place. I'm gonna take you on a little tour in through the stage door, signing in and starting our day at work here at the Cadillac Palace Theater. First of all, ring-a-ding-ding. Let me in, very important person. Dan Bittner.
Hello.
Coming in through the front door. We're on Instagram.
Oh, let's go Instagram.
Thank you very much. Here we are backstage.
Want me to sign you in?
Call board. No, that's illegal.
You're right. That was a test.
Dan signing in. He'll pass off the pen to me. I'll sign in. A little smiley face. And now, we're officially at work. Time to get serious. Here's some fun wall art from past productions. And we're gonna continue down. See you all soon. Hello again, Broadway in Chicago. What a Saturday this is today. We've got Stan's Donuts. We've got Molly's Cupcakes. We've also got Mindy's Bakery. This was a separate gift from our cast member Steve. But these were all courtesy of our fan and friend Shirley, whose birthday is coming up, and wanted to deliver these to the entire cast and crew because she says we bring her so much joy that she wanted to bring us a little joy as well. What a way to start a Tout-Doche. Let's go, Chicago. Thank you, Shirley. We love you. This is a very exciting development here at Les Mis US.
Yeah.
We have a spa on site. You have to sign up, and there are times that the spa workers are not available here. But I might have to get on the list I'm not sure. We have Daylin here.
I'm signing up immediately.
Do you know, Day, like what kind of services are available at this spa?
I heard one of our girls wants to be an esthetician.
Esthetician?
She's learning her facials.
Okay,
and,
right on.
a little shoulder rub.
Let's get this sign up here. This is huge.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to put your name there, the song you will come at, and then the date. And again, if anyone's interested in the Miss Kids Spa, we are closed at the following times. So, Miss Jess must be present at all times.
I'm stoked.
All right, well, you heard it here first. The Miss Kids Spa. This way.
No, it's on the cover.
Here we are. Wow, this is the Miss Kids Spa, huh?
Yes.
So what kind of treatments do we do here?
Well, yeah, we do hand massages, shoulder massages, and we're gonna do cuticle stuff. We do
What?
hand massages, and we're gonna do like cuticles.
I might have to get in for a
We
cuticle.
do buffing, and then we
Do you work here as well?
Yes.
What do you do?
He's technically on the supply. I don't the engineer. He does advertising.
This man here is on the clock right now.
Hello.
Yes.
I like money.
And so basically, we also have this tip jar, and all of the tips in here go to Share Baby, which is a donation.
You make enough money though. What are you trying to get tips for?
Share Baby and charity.
Oh,
I'm
charity.
being nice.
Wow, charity at the Miz Kids Salon.
Yes.
So you heard it here first. Is it open to the public?
Yes. No.
All right, we'll get back to you on that, public. So I'll say hi to Broadway in Chicago. And, come here, make your appointment. If doors close, please knock. What's up, Broadway in Chicago? We're here in between shows here at the Cadillac Palace. I'm going to answer some of these Q&A questions I received. There were a little bit more than I anticipated, so we're going to try to get through them all. The first one is, what is your favorite moment in the show? Which is a great question, and there are a couple that come to mind immediately. The first one would be One Day More. It's got to be the best Act 1 closer of all time. Iconic moment. Exhilarating to be marching in that number on stage. The crowd goes wild. It's awesome. Second's going to be Bring Him Home. It's an iconic song. It's sung by an iconic performer. Nick Cartel is incredible. It's a lullaby. We get to sleep. We get a little rest. And then we get to hear the waves of applause that come in from the audience. There's like 2-3 waves sometimes. And it's a super, super cool moment to be a part of. I'm very grateful. Thanks for the question. Okay, so I think they meant, what is the most difficult part of the show from a technical standpoint? That'd be a really great question for like the stage management team, and maybe I'll get them to answer this question as well. But from my perspective, it's probably the barricade. It's just huge. It's a beast of a set piece. There's there's lots of lights and sound cues that have to be just so, and it's also physically, emotionally exhausting to be a part of too. But it's difficult but fun, very fun. Thanks for the question. And I can't wait to see you in the audience tomorrow. Make sure you do something goofy so that I know it's you. Whether you want to like stand up at an inappropriate time in the show and like yell something out. Just otherwise, there's thousands of people out there and I'm not going to know it's you. But I do look forward to it as well. We'll see you then. Having seen Kyle star in regional theaters, how different is touring? That's really cool. Thanks for seeing me in regional theaters. Obviously it's super different. We're on the road. I don't get to go home to my own bed at night. There's so many different things about being on the road that it would take a half hour to get into it. But it's something I really enjoy, getting paid to travel and do what I love and follow my dreams. And that's the main difference is we're doing a show for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in one place, and then we're moving to the next. And it takes hundreds and hundreds of people doing a lot of really, really hard work to make it happen. And again, real grateful to be a part of it. Cheers. Okay. Spraying coffee on my face. Nice look. How do I keep my voice in shape for such a demanding show like Les Miz? True, very demanding, 8 shows a week. Number one, rest it when you're not using it. Don't go yelling in bars and stuff after the show. Not productive. Staying mega hydrated, like drinking way too much water. And then other little tricks like this guy, the vocal mist. It's a nebulizer. A lot of people in Les Mis use this. I was the one who started the trend. I am the king of the mist. You can ask anybody. There was a queen. We don't recognize her anymore. Those are a lot. I also take lessons once a week. I stay in voice lessons. You can never stop being in classes and lessons and stuff like that. But resting, hydration, nebulizing, steaming, all that good stuff keeps the pipes nice and strong. Okay, which theater is your favorite here in Chicago? Making me pick favorites. I mean, every place I've worked is great. I think that the place I've probably had the most fulfilling experiences working in Chicago is at the Paramount, which is in Aurora, so it's technically a suburb, but it's a Chicago theater. I did Elf in Elf there. I did the Scarecrow in Wizard of Oz, and I just a year ago now did Groundhog Day there as well. So that's probably my favorite place, but I've loved my experiences everywhere at, Drury Lane and Oak Brook and the Marriott in Lincolnshire. And I mean, there's so many great storefront, non-union theaters in Chicago too. It's really the best theater town in America, and you can tell them Kyle said that. Hi, yeah, I'm in a dressing room right now. Does this count? I'm doing a video in a dressing room. I don't think that's what you're looking for, but yeah, once everybody gets here, if the mood is right, you might get some dressing room content tonight. A wise man from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, once took me to this really indescribable place called Primininantes, and the meat is gray, and there's dry French fries on the sandwich, and yeah, the answer is no. I don't like it at all. What would you and other casts do waiting your turn during the show? Great question. There is some waiting your turn. The answer to that question is mostly very quickly and chaotically changing our clothes to make the next entrance. But other than that, you're getting a little bit of rest. You're getting a big old drink of water, and you're getting ready to make your next entrance. There's not a ton of time for revelry, but yeah, we do have fun too. Yeah, it's pretty great. Okay, favorite part of the show. I already answered this one, so I'll try to think of something else. A fun thing I've been doing lately with Gabriel, who's one of our little Gavroches. Before one of our entrances in Act 2, we play a little game of hide and seek, and that guy's been getting real good. In fact, there's been some scary moments where I thought, we're not going to make this entrance, and then he pops out of wherever he's found as a hiding spot, and we're doing a musical. So that's a new favorite part of the show. I really enjoy my time with Gabe and with Harrison, my two little buddies. Yeah. All right, my friends, it's getting very close to half hour, so you're going to hear those sounds that you're hearing. You got to get warmed up. Like I said, that's how you keep the voice healthy. But this next question, favorite hobbies outside of acting? Oh, yeah, we've got hobbies. I'm a big nerd for several things. I'm a huge pro wrestling fan. I even put it in my Playbill bio, which is pretty crazy. But I love pro wrestling. That's another thing that's bonded Gabe and I, as he's a big pro wrestling fan too, WWE. I get really into it. It bonds my friends and I together. It keeps us close, and it really keeps my inner child alive. The other thing I really love is the Grateful Dead, the music of the Grateful Dead. They're my favorite band. But I love any music from the 70s, really. And I also love the St. Louis Cardinals. They're my favorite baseball team. I'm very obsessed. I have other hobbies too, but those are the big three I can think of right now. Don't judge me. Yes, 815, born and raised, Rockford, Illinois. We're not too far. We're here for a couple more weeks. Come on down to the Cadillac Palace in downtown Chicago. But yeah, check out Rockford if you haven't. It's the land of Cheap Trick and the Rockford Peaches and Sock Monkeys. And there's actually lots of, Broadway theater people from Rockford. Marin Mazey, Joe Mantello, just to name a few. Paul Castry, me. And, yeah, go Rockford. Yes, you should come see Les Miz. I play Grantaire. He's the drunk guy. And I'm in the ensemble. I play the major domo in the wedding. And I understudy Thenardier. And get here. That's in order. if you can. David, we need another round. Come on.
Are you doing the takeover today?
Oh yeah.
Well, we all have to do it.
Pre-show song.
All right, who walked in? It's you. Upon the hill across the blue lake, that's where I had my first heartbreak. How it all changed. My mama said, don't you wait, child. She has got a plan for you. Don't you wait, child. Oh, musical theater, we sing all the songs.
She is again. That means it's time for round 2, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Back to the stage door. Here with the illustrious Kieran Bowling.
AKA Les Miz Love Doctor.
AKA the, well,
Let
hey.
me tell you.
Oh, what's up again, Broadway in Chicago? I'm here in the dressing room pre-show, and the number one request has been for some dressing room content, but I'm here now. We're at about 15 minutes to showtime, and it's really just kind of another day at the office, business as usual. Nothing too exciting going on. Here's some more dressing room content for you every day. Prisoners, farmers, they're dirty. And this is a little theater magic for you. I took a lot of makeup classes in my collegiate theater. At Brown University, I took a lot of makeup courses. And yeah, it really has to be just so. A little under the eye, a little below the lip. And you are a prisoner. Brown University. All right, Broadway in Chicago, a little more backstage content for you. Oftentimes art imitates life in theater, and you know, Andros and Grantaire, best friends on stage. Me and Devin Archer, best friends off stage. So I'm gonna go find out where Devin is. I heard he's snacking on some donuts, and we're gonna have a little pre-show talk. Yo, what's up, Anj?
Kyle, put the camera down.
Okay, we'll catch up with you later then.
Hey, yo.
Do a commercial for
We have Gabe here, of course, famous Gabe, who plays, what's the character you play? Gavroche. And
Go to the spa to get massages and feel better about your life.
that's very true.
Thank you.
Hey, Gabe, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
If you had one piece of advice to give to a kid who is watching who maybe wanted to play Gavroche one day, what would it be?
When you get used to the show,
Uh-huh.
all I can say is that just pretend that you're not on stage, pretend that you're performing to yourself.
That is such good advice.
Be yourself.
That's a true actor right there.
That's all you can say, just
Last
be yourself.
question, Gabe, and then I'll let you get ready for Act 2.
Yeah?
What's your favorite part about working with Kyle Adams?
I get to RKO him.
Oh, out of nowhere.
So where did you want me?
Sitting or standing?
I'm gonna tell you. Just give it a second. I need you standing.
Hey, no drama.
Gavroche. Quiet. Stand up. We need to take a nice photo of this family.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the Captain Morgan, and just smile for the smile nice. No jokes.
And I'll smolder.
I'm Smolder. You know I like that.
All right.
Cut.
What's up again, Broadway in Chicago? I'm here in between shows. Second show Saturday at intermission. What's up, Gabe? Devin and I, my best friend Andros, we like to have a little powwow at intermission just to talk about Act 1, really go over the beats and everything, and get ready for some dramatic, serious Act 2 stuff. So I'm just gonna go take a little knock on his dressing room, do our little thing, our little routine. Yo, Anj, what's up? It's your bestie. Hey.
Kyle, put the cell phone down.
What? No,
It's not like, come on, man.
we have a routine.
It's on the wrong side.
All right, come on.
Thank God. Okay, cool.
What's that?
So good. Hey, come on, baby. Tradition. Hey, Broadway in Chicago. Just want to thank you all for joining me on this lovely journey today on the Instagram. Don't forget, We're here at the Cadillac Palace until Sunday, March 5th. Get your tickets now because they're flying out the door. I'm going to try to answer a few more of these questions before we call it a night. What was your first exposure to Les Miz? When I was in high school and I stopped playing sports, Les Miz was one of the first musicals that I listened to, was wowed, completely blown away. And then as a field trip in high school, we went to see Les Miz at Broadway in Chicago, and I remember being completely floored, and yeah, it kind of inspired me to want to get a lot more into musicals, which very clearly I did. Hey, favorite part of touring? I think in general it's just the fact that I'm able to make a living doing what I'm passionate about and pursuing my dreams, doing what I love, and getting to travel while I do it. Two of my biggest passions are being an actor and performing and traveling. And the fact that I get to do both of those and make a living doing it is extremely profound for me. And I count my lucky stars every day. Thank you, Les Misérables. I really mean it. Okay, any dream roles or dream shows? Yes, of course. Yeah, my biggest dream role was Sweeney Todd, and I was lucky enough to get to do it a couple years ago at the Rocky Mountain Rep Theater in Grand Lake, Colorado, which is an absolutely gorgeous place to be. If you haven't been, you should definitely go. But Sweeney Todd is my favorite musical of all time, so to get to do that was a thrill. I'd still like to do it when I'm a little bit older, like in my 40s or whatever, which is a really long ways away. I'd also love to do like George and She Loves Me. Love to do Frank and Promises, Mr. Wormwood and Matilda. There's tons. I like to do Trunchbull and Matilda too. My biggest dream role from a musical that's not a musical yet, on stage at least, is Jack Skellington in A Nightmare Before Christmas. What are some things that influence the way you decide to play Grantaire? I love this question. I get it a lot. I guess the biggest thing for me is probably reading the book, the novel, the source material. There's so much to go from there. And then, I even got into like the fanfic. The fan fiction is all over the internet, and Grantaire happens to be a big part of that fan fiction, which is very cool. It gives me a lot more to pull from. We also had two incredible directors who gave us a lot to work with. The well is very deep. And yeah, those are probably the biggest influences. Also, working with Devin Archer, who plays Andra Ross, and the rest of the Barricade Boys, shape the way you do it on a nightly basis. So those are probably the biggest influences on the way I play Grantaire, and it has nothing to do with the bottle at all. Yes, we need a pick with all our fab Chicago-based actors. We're coming for you. We're here. But yes, that's a great idea, and maybe even tomorrow we will get that photo together. At least before we leave Chicago. I know we've got Matt. Both the Thenardiers, Matt and Christina, are both Chicago-based actors. Devin went to Northwestern, so he could be considered that as well. I mean, we've got orchestra members who are from Chicago. We've got crew members who are from Chicago. I'm probably forgetting people. It's a little late. We've done 2 shows. If so, I'm very sorry that I've forgotten you. But yeah, we run deep. 312. Let's go. Where am I going to celebrate an epic two doche? I like the lingo. In Chicago. That's a great question. I went to the bar of the hotel that we're staying at, and I had a lovely nightcap with my brother and his wife, who are in town from Rockford, seeing the show tonight, which was very cool to see them. I had one of my best friends in the world who I went to college with, and his wife were here. I had a couple other friends see the show tonight too, so I got to see them. But getting to have a little nightcap with them in the hotel bar was a lovely end to the day, and about all I had energy for, to be honest. But yeah, that it was an epic two doche, and I'm excited to do another one tomorrow. Yeah. Not a question, but see you next Friday. Gonna bring a little gift. Will you go to the stage door? Yes. I love gifts. See you then. And we can't wait to see you on 2/22. It's going to be the best day. Thank you for coming. Not a question, but saw y'all in Milwaukee. Shout out Milwaukee. Really hoping to see you guys again in Chicago. Hey, well, I really hope to see you in Chicago too. And there's only really one thing stopping that from happening, and it's you. You just got to get in the car and take the highway, I think it's 94, to Chicago and get some tickets quick because they're flying out the door. We're here till March 5th, Sunday, at the Cadillac Palace Theater. Come on, you know you wanna. All right, Broadway in Chicago, just taking you on a little walk to the stage where we get dressed for Les Misérables. Props. Over here, if we take a little walk, we see where all the magic happens. The stage management table. Look at all those bells and whistles.
That's right.
Yeah. Going back in the dark. What do you want?
What's up? That's a go.
Don't you dare. Don't you keep her away from me. Keep this thief away from me. Don't do it. No. I only have to. Don't. All right, Broadway in Chicago. I'm having too much fun. It's time to call it a night. It's been an epic 2-show day, and we've got 2 more to do tomorrow, Sunday, at the Cadillac Palace. We are here in Chicago through Sunday, March 5th. Please come see us. Hope you've had as much fun following along on these backstage adventures as I've had bringing them to you today. I'm very exhausted, but my heart is full. So get what I did there? Heart full of love. Les Miz. Anyway, I've had a blast. Thank you so much for joining me. And keep in touch. Keep seeing Broadway in Chicago. It's an amazing thing. And thank you for joining me. Love you all. Peace out. Good night, Chicago.